R2 the dog. I ain't even been feeling like doing this. But let's get it. Yeah. It's probably the real level up. BIP Red Dog 1.
The O is for the 16 ounces that's in the whole pound. They really out here feeling my music. Shout out the whole town. K is for the killers I know who keep the 4 pound. You give an inch, he taking the mile like it was 4th down. The L is for the ladies for sure. I mean the real ones who out here working hard for they.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2, man, and we back with another banger, you know what I'm saying? So grab your popcorn and your cold drink and go on over there and hit that like button. And then hit that subscribe button. And after you do that, hit that bell so when I drop these bangers, you be one of the first ones to put your eyes on it. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with y'all, man? What's happening? Yeah, man, we getting right into it this morning. Man, it's like 5:30 in the morning, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we at it. You know what I'm saying? We up and at it. I didn't come through yesterday. Football was on yesterday. Be honest with y'all, you know I'm a football guy, man, sports guy. We're gonna get it in on some football for sure. That you know what I'm saying? That's for sure. You feel me? So, um, once again, first and foremost, I want to thank the supporters, man, the people who pull up, take the time to watch the videos, take the time to tap in with your boy, man. It's much appreciated. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Today, we get into some real nigga shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of seeing these Young Thug videos about these leak calls and just bullshit that he done said about people behind their back and all that. You know what I'm saying? We got a real opinion on Thug today, you know what I'm saying? And off the rip, I'm gonna tell y'all I feel like he on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Just bottom line, just period point blank on some street, you know, some street views, some street business, you know what I'm saying? How things go in the street. You understand what I'm saying? Thug is doing a lot of shit that I don't, you know, that I don't agree with. You feel me? And who am I to agree? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? I'm just somebody. I'm just a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody. You feel me? But we definitely gonna talk to the youth, man, and look it in with the kids, and you know, just show them that this street nigga shit ain't nothing, man. Ain't no such thing as a street nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you can for sure count that. Ain't no such thing as a street nigga, bro. They just don't exist. Street niggas don't exist, gang. Let's just be 100. Because especially not in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? The music industry is an industry that has forever gotten over on the black community. You know what I'm saying? Like I just never understood why a motherfucker who know how to make phone calls and know how to put pieces together in a puzzle, how they make more money than the actual artists, the actual people that the talent comes from their soul, come from their brain, the people who actually write the songs, the people who actually, you know what I mean, perform these songs, you know what I'm saying, come up with these good songs that we all love and listen to for years and years and years to come. And it seems like, you know, the artist is always the one broke at the end of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes me not it just made me not ever want to be a part of the music business, you know what I'm saying? And I used to really be into music. I love music. um Music comes to me naturally, bro, you know what I mean? But it's like once you try to get into the music industry, you know, because I'm 36, so I got out when I was 31, so I put an effort in when I first got out this last time, and I really did I did the most with music that I've ever done in my life when I got out the penitentiary, and I just seemed like I was spending money, spending money, spending money, spending money, and all you gonna hear is people saying what they could do for you, or what kind of budget do you got to spend, and what this is this and that. It's all a money grab. And then when you hear all of these stories coming out about these people, not even the stories about the people, if you just pay attention to how these people is really operating through the messiness of what's going on. Just watch how they move. If you think a person is a rat, just watch how they move, bro. They gonna tell on themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can lie to me, you can lie to him, you can lie to her, but you cannot hide it. If you've done something wrong that you know that you're not supposed to do, it just shows in your behavior. You know what I'm saying? The way that you act, you do shit out of character. You understand? I've never particularly seen Young Thug on interviews. Now he done popped up on the interview. I ain't never heard him on no jail calls until now. And now we hearing him on these jail calls. All these jail calls are coming out. Now he feel like he got to defend himself. Now he feel like he got to vocally come out and speak about this stuff to kind of try to clear the air. He got to kind of do some PR work because his name is bad in the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? And I get that he was locked up and that you're just gonna talk about anything when you locked up. I get that. I'm not even mad at that. But what you doing now, I'm kind of upset with because it's like you did all of that just to try to prove that you wasn't no gang, that you wasn't involved in no street shit, you know, just to go fight the case, take probation, and still get out and be on the same shit. First, you pressing the issue with Gunna about being a rat when you yourself sat in the same interrogation room way prior to this situation in 2015, around the 2015 area of time, and you overly spoke to the police the same way, the exact same way. And in my opinion, you gave more information than Gunna gave. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple clips for y'all. We're gonna check it out and we're gonna break this shit down and I'm gonna explain to y'all what I'm saying. And just to the youngsters out there, man, you know, all this shit is a facade, and I've been telling y'all that. All this shit is a facade. The rap industry, the street industry, the street life. It's all a facade, man. You know what I mean? It's all a facade. It's all something that's basically just a ruse, man. It's not real. It's like this. We living in a simulation. And all of these so-called rules that the streets got and these street niggas got, man, don't pay it no attention because at the end of the day, they don't live by these same rules because it's no way impossible. Let's check out this first clip and then we're going to break this shit down. How about we do that? Let's check out the first clip.
Lucci right now. Ain't no temperature with him. Man, bro, I pray that nigga get everything he deserve. Everything. I told that nigga, even in the midst of our beef, I told that nigga, bro, I said some bullshit in it too, but I was speaking really from the heart, real. Bro, I respect everything you do for your mama and your kids. I respect all that shit. If not, I would have been did something to your ass. That's what I tweeted. I said, if I ain't respect what you did for your mama and your kids and how you look out for your family, I would have been did something to your ass. I'm just a real nigga. I respect how a nigga treat their family. Like, but I respect it. He was an active dad in his children's life. Still right now, since he been out, I still be watching him now since he got out. He's still an active father. I respect that. Man, I don't want no harm. I don't want to do nothing to you, bro. You're a real man to me. Why the fuck would I want to kill a nigga that I think is like me? You're a real man to me, bro. But leave me alone too, though. Like, stop. Don't fuck with me neither. Cause if it have to go a certain way, then we got to go a certain way. So, but that was my way of trying to just tell niggas like, hey, bro, I ain't on that. I ain't on that, bro. I'm living life. I'm doing shit, bro. I'm doing shit in this world for real, bro. Bro. And a nigga, he tweeted me 1,000,000 times. Fuck nigga, you ain't nothing like Tupac. Nigga, you a rat. I mean, you're a goddamn punk. You gay. You wore a dress. You did this. You did that. Woo, woo, woo. He tweeted me probably 20 times in a row. Every day, just judging. Agony, every day. I tweeted him one time after he tweeted me 20 times. I said, nigga, if I ain't respect what you did for your mama and your children and how you looked out for your family, I would have been did something to your ass. If you read that tweet from me, what you'll say? What you'll tell Lucci? Man, leave that nigga alone, bro. Right?
Yeah, I say he trolling.
Hell no, that ain't trolling.
I'm just saying, but I say he trolling, but he don't want to do nothing to you. I say that.
Right.
He trolling, but he don't want to do nothing to you.
And let's be honest. That video right there is my problem with Young Thug, man. It's my problem with the YNs, period. And Young Thug ain't even no YN. I think he 30-something. He my age. But he acting like a YN. Because, for one, you and YFN Lucci ain't had no beef. Because if either one of us done been to jail about our beef, we don't have a beef publicly. We don't have a beef because if something happened to you, something happened to me, they know who to go get. Now, that sounds like a freaking admission to the police that y'all had a beef. I thought it wasn't supposed to be no beef. I thought we ain't supposed to be no gangs, either side. We not even supposed to have no beef. So what are we talking about here? Furthermore, y'all already done been in some mutual, incidents. Both of y'all got locked up. Both of y'all damn near lost y'all life to the streets. Thug the only one speaking out about it. We ain't heard nothing from YFN Lucci. Shouts out to YFN Lucci. That's how you keep it gangster. You stay off the internet. You quit mentioning my name. We don't got no beef. It ain't nothing to talk about. Matter of fact, don't even bring his name up to me, gang, in no interview, because I'm not going to discuss nothing with him, and I don't want him discussing nothing with me. That's how you keep it street. And I'm gonna be honest. Before all of this stuff happened, starting with the YFN Lucci arrest, and then came the Thug or whichever came first, the YSL Rico case. Now, up until that point, I'm gonna give kudos to both sides, because up until that point, you really never heard about a beef. If you wasn't from Atlanta, you really didn't have no big scoop on what was going on. You understand? We really didn't figure out what exactly was going on until the case, until they both went to jail. Especially in the Thug case, because a lot of stuff got re-brought up, especially with Woody on the witness stand. And that case was they made that case way bigger than what it had to be. You know what I'm saying? It was basically it was election year for the prosecution side. It was election year for her boss, the DA's boss, and they made a run at Young Thug on the idea of taking down a rap star from Atlanta that may or may not have been tied to some murders or some beef that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that may have came from, the local snitches. You know what I'm saying? The local snitches. And a lot of times people don't think the police really know what's going on in the streets, but they got an idea. They may not know the exact details, but between they snitches and they CIs, they gonna have a pretty much of a broad idea of what's going on. Now they may be missing some key details, but overall they gonna pretty much have an idea of what's going on. At least know the parties involved. They may not know the exact people involved, but trust me, due to CIs and local informants, the police always gonna have some kind of idea of what's going on. Yeah, true enough, you're gonna have some cold cases, but the local snitches and confidential informants keep the police department informed. Believe that. And also the internet, which is also one of my problems I have with this video, because it's like, damn, we ain't heard nothing from YFN Lucci. He been doing his thing. He been taking care of his kids. He been seeing his family. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even seen Young Thug with his kids. Bruh, where's your kids? You not focused on your kids? Your baby mama passed. So what's up with them kids? You ain't looking out for them kids? Why is you on the internet talking about YFN Lucci? He's not worried about you. And you supposed to be not worried about him. Why are you still mentioning this man that the police know that y'all two sides been beefing with each other? Y'all trying to convince them that it ain't no beef. You understand that YSL ain't no gang. So Young Thug, my question to you is, why are you still involving yourself in bullshit? And you supposed to be trying to clean your life up. It's a police move if you ask me. This is an informant move. If you ask me, they told Thug, look, you got to give us some information some kind of way. If we let you off this case, we're gonna give you probation, and you gotta tell us some information some kind of way. So we need you to do internet interviews, Go in the jailhouse and just talk about all kind of shit. You got to give us something. You got to talk to us some kind of way. That's his way of talking to the people, man. That's his way of talking to the police. Because why would you continue to tell the world that you was thinking about doing something to somebody or something like that? You feel me? Or is he scared that YFN Lucci is gonna have one of his people do something to him? So if they do something to him, y'all know who. Y'all know who had something to do with it. Because if I'm YFN Lucci, I'm gonna feel offended that you still sitting on the internet saying my name, basically telling the world that you told me that if it wasn't for the way that I love my people and take care of my mom and my kids, that you would have did something to me. Did something to who? Fuck nigga. If I'm Lucci and I get wind of this video, that's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? But I'm also gonna be feeling like this nigga the police too, because you mentioning my name in front of the whole world and acting like we ever had a beef when we really never had no beef. You know what I'm saying? If we keeping it street, we ain't had no beef. What beef? You understand what I'm saying? Wink, wink, what beef? You know what I'm saying? We the best of friends if anybody ever asks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't beefing with that man. I don't want nobody to know I'm beefing with that man. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm trying to go to jail or get somebody sent to jail. You feel me? That don't make no sense. So Young Thug, man, I think you need to pipe down on the interviews, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The world already see you as a rat. It's already came out that in 2015 or prior to that, you was in the interrogation room doing way too much talking. Your name don't need to be Young Thug the way you was talking in that interrogation room, bruh. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Real street niggas don't do no interrogation video talking. Where's my lawyer? That's it. Or I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. Don't know. You feel me? That's real nigga shit. Don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't make you know. You know what I'm saying? But I got one more clip. Let's check it out, man. But to the youngsters, man, this is my thing. When I'm talking to y'all, this is my thing. The street shit is done. But if you're gonna be in the streets, never talk to the police, bro. You don't know shit. They can't make you know. You don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep it street. That's how you keep it gangster. You don't know anything. Let me talk to my lawyer. That's the gangster shit you can say in the interrogation room. All that kiki and kaka and this, and that, and the third, and I know this about this, and talking about this, and bringing up other people's names and all of that, that's a no-go. That's a big thumbs down, and we on some street nigga shit today. We ain't on our square platform today. We on some street nigga shit today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, over 20 years in this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Over 20. 10 to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And I stomped the yard and the streets the same way. You know what I'm saying? No smut, no bad on my name, nowhere. Can't nobody tell you nothing, no foul shit about R2. Never. You know what I'm saying? So I can give my opinion on this because I didn't lived on both sides. I done walked both sides. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on to a better path. But before that, I was hell on wheels. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just is what it is. But I'm letting the youngsters know that it's not worth it. It's not worth your life. Them 10 years that I spent, I can't never get back. I wish that I could. If I could go back and rewind, I would. If I could go back and hit reset, I would. Because I'd be in a better position than I am today. You know, thank God that I am where I am today, and I'm forever grateful. You understand? Because we on our way. We on our way. We headed there, but I would have been there by now if I wasn't, you know, fucking my life up. You know what I'm saying? So youngsters, please take heed to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? These rappers, they boo-boo, man. This is not no street shit. Young Thug is not a thug. Young Thug is not no street nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's a person who has been put in a place, in a position, and it's unfortunate that these are the type of people that our kids got to look up to, bro. It's unfortunate because it's not gonna slow us, it's not gonna slow what's going on down at all. It's only gonna speed it up. All of the, and when I say that, I mean all of this craziness that we got going on in the world, man. The YNs of the world is crazy, and it's just getting worse and worse. And I'm talking about mentality. As a young black man in America, your mentality got to be strong, man. You definitely got to be a strong-minded person to make it out here and be successful as a functioning adult and a citizen, man. A law-abiding citizen with a credit score and credit and properties owned and liquid assets. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that you need to be thinking about. These dudes who leading the world and leading the black community, they trash, man. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna like any one of these artists, make sure they got some substance about themselves, man. Make sure they, make sure they pushing a positive message. Make sure they trying to pass it down. Because let me tell you something, a real street nigga is gonna try to deter you from going through what they went through. You feel me? They're not gonna encourage you to keep going down the road that leads to nowhere. Real leaders are gonna lead. Real leader ain't gonna lead you into no ditch. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that we glorify in this music, in this music scene, in this music industry, because let's be honest, if the music industry says it's okay, the people are gonna feel like it's okay. You understand? If the superstars like it, then the people gonna like it. So these trends and these behaviors that we are okay with, we have to have somebody in the middle to differentiate the real shit from the fake shit. We got to have people like me to call out these rappers and these famous people for their bullshit that they try to disguise as real shit, and they get the people confused, and in turn they gets the kids confused, and now we got kids growing up thinking stuff is okay, doing stuff, implementing that shit into their actions, and could possibly ruin their life thinking that it's okay because they looking up to these rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I just want the youngsters out there to know, man, please keep these rappers at an entertainment purposes only. You got to learn how to, tell sugar from shit. You got to. A motherfucker shouldn't be able to piss on you and tell you that it's lemonade and you believe it. You understand? So you got to know. And that's what Uncle R2 is here to do, is to lace your shoes up, man, about these rappers, man. Let's check it out, though. Next clip.
The crazy part is, bro, he done already did some shit that's a violation.
Like,
Don't nobody really know about it but me and goddamn Cash, XO, my brother. He already done did some shit that was a violation that I supposed to cut him off for. He already done did some shit where I was supposed to cut him off for. I just found a new way to love him. And I try to be how y'all is. I try to look at him from a different light and be like, maybe he ain't understand. Maybe he ain't know. I know he knew though. Maybe he ain't know. The only reason why I knew he knew is because he denied it. Instead of saying, damn, bro, I ain't even know. A nigga that don't know gonna say, damn, I ain't even know that. A nigga that know what he doing, what he gonna say? Hell no. I denied it. Like, hell no, right? Hell no. Like, that's just how the circle of life. That's how I go. You gotta understand, bro. I had him man with me every day since late 2015. I had him man with me every day, bro. I made that man I made him a millionaire. Like, I bought his first apartment that he lived in. I bought it with my money. I made him put his money up. Keep your money. I bought it with my money because I had a little extras. I bought that shit. I went half and half with you to buy your mama house. Your mama first house, get her out of the hood. I did that. Me. I told you to go down there to the country town and get your daddy, no matter what your differences is with your daddy. I told you that. I know for a fact, me personally, I know your dad don't look at you like a real nigga. I know that. This my man's. Your dad is my OG. He don't look at you like that. I made you go get your dad. I made you reunite with your family and do the right thing. I just poured my all into him, bro. I gave this nigga more time than my children, bro. I gave him more time than my kids. I gave him more time than my old lady. Like, I poured my life into these people, bro. Like, every second. I went half on your mama house and bought your mama house, bro, because you didn't have the money. I went half with you. I bought your brother his first truck and let you present it to him like you bought it. Your brother on the internet, man, yeah, fuck that nigga, throw it. Like, nigga, you don't even know what's going on. Like, you don't even know, bro. Relax. This shit that nobody don't know, but we men, so we can't speak on that type of shit. We men, I ain't do it for that reason. I did it because I just honor my brothers, my friendships. And brotherhood, I honor that shit. I love you, bro.
So, damn, that's cold. So you still love him?
That was a good question. Good question. And he asked him, did he still love him? And that was a real question. Because I'm sure he still loved Gunna. Now, me personally, once I love you, I always love you. Now, this is a fact. Everybody that's a street nigga, everybody that's from a set got a homie or know somebody that's close to the set that done told it that they still love. And that's just facts. You know what I'm saying? I got a homie. I ain't gonna say no names, but the nigga put my whole name, first, middle, and last name, in my other homie's paperwork about some hot shit. And anytime a street nigga say some hot shit, my real niggas know what I'm talking about. Some hot shit. You feel me? Put my name, my whole name in the homie paperwork. You understand me? Am I disappointed in him? Yeah. But do I still love him? Hell yeah. Because once I love you, I can't stop loving you. You my partner. Once you my nigga, gang. That's just what it is. And we can't choose the friends that God bless us with. We just gotta be thankful for the ones that we got, because everybody ain't got friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's people out here that really don't have nobody to, you feel me, to congregate with, to fellowship with. You know what I'm saying? It's people that really don't have nobody that think that they cool enough to hang with. You feel me? So it's a blessing to even have friends, man. My problem with Thug is, bro, if you did all of that, I understand that Gunna was your guy. And see, Gunna didn't do nothing wrong but take a plea deal, man. He took a plea deal. That plea cannot be admission of guilt for you. Let's start there. And that's how he trying to make it seem to the world so he can be mad at Gunna. But no, let's talk about you in that interrogation room, bro. You mad at Gunna for doing the same exact shit that you did. Because what you said in that courtroom could have fucked off Pee Wee Roscoe's life too. What you said in that interrogation room could have fucked Pee Wee Roscoe's life off too, if he wouldn't have took the time, if he would have been stupid enough to take it to trial. But he took the time. He took the plea deal. Same thing that Gunna did. You know what I'm saying? And then for you to sit up here and say you did all this stuff for this man, but you never told nobody. Well, you shouldn't have ever told nobody, including that dude on the interview. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did it for out the kindness of your heart, you could have just kept it at, hey, I did stuff for this dude that I can't even, you know what I'm saying, that I really wouldn't even talk about. You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, you didn't do that because that's your brother. You did that because this is your business. You was running a business. When you running a label, that's what you're supposed to do for your artists. You supposed to buy their first apartment because they in turn fits to make you some millions. So let's not confuse the two. You know what I'm saying? This was a business opportunity for you. Gunna was a business opportunity for you, man. And it turned into a brotherhood. Because when you're around somebody so much, when you giving your all to this investment, yeah, it becomes a brotherhood, man, because this is your investment. So yeah, you gotta be around Gunna 24/7. You supposed to look out for him. You supposed to put money in his pocket because he signed to you. You doing what the big labels is gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And when you making money together, of course it's gonna turn into a brotherhood. But that don't mean that you really hooked into the game because you a square. Gunna was a square. He just rapped good. You kept him around because you knew you was gonna get some money off this dude, man. He rapped better than you. Yeah, you had him around for a reason. But it wasn't to be a part of the slime life shit. Y'all should even had him around. He got caught up fucking around with y'all. He ain't no gangster at all. This is a worldwide star. Gunna is known globally. You know what I'm saying? So it just don't make sense to have him a part of no street business. This is your investment. You got sloppy and had him around and got him caught up. And he ended up taking a plea. He don't know nothing about the street. You was doing all that for him because that was your artist. You supposed to do that for your artist. The same thing Yo Gotti just did for Glorilla. He done bought her 6 Birkin bags and bought her a condo and all of this. You supposed to do that for your artist. That's what real artists, people that got artists signed to them, that's what real niggas do. Look what Young Dolph was doing. He looked out for all his artists. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that aspect. You know what I'm saying? You making it seem like you did all of this out of love. No, you did it because that's your artist. You supposed to do that for him. You know what I'm saying? He signed to YSL. He just the last one, the album called The Last One was the last album he dropped on YSL. You got paid for all of that. Come on, man. Let's not act like that wasn't a business deal. Gunna wasn't no street dude. Gunna's a square, a rapper. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and in my opinion, Thug, you just need to stay off the internet, bruh. You bringing up your wife and Lucci, that's a violation. And then you trying to make Gunna out to be the bad guy when you did the same thing. You could have got Pee Wee Roscoe wiped out just like Gunna. You say Gunna could have got you wiped out by taking that plea deal. That interrogation, you saying Pee Wee Roscoe's name, I don't know, they saying Pee Wee Roscoe did it. That could have got Pee Wee Roscoe sent up. Come on now. You got to give grace what grace is due. If you expect people to give you grace, you got to be a graceful person. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all today. We got to go back and edit that because I was talking. I forgot the mic wasn't on, but it's good. I'm going to go back and edit it, and it's going to be straight. I appreciate the support. Thank y'all. Anybody who liked the videos, tap in. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, tapping in with your boy. Yeah, man. Y'all know what I always say, man. Until next time, it's your boy R2. Peace, love, one.